something entered our field of view that was never meant to be seen this clearly. Not because it was hidden, but because distance itself was supposed to protect it. Space has always relied on scale to keep its secrets. Light years act like curtains. Vast emptiness blurs detail. Time softens edges. And yet, this time, the curtain thinned. The silence cracked just enough for something unfamiliar to leak through. The image arrived quietly, buried in datasets, stitched together from photons that had been traveling longer than any human memory. At first glance, it looked ordinary, a familiar cosmic shape, a region astronomers thought they understood. But the closer the image became, the more that certainty began to dissolve. Because near this object, closer than we have ever seen before, something appeared that did not behave the way it should. In astronomy, closeness is not just distance, it is clarity. It is resolution. It is the dangerous moment when theory meets detail. Every time humanity has pushed closer to the universe, something has broken. Uranus tilted on its side. Mercury defied Newton. Galaxies spun too fast. Expansion accelerated. The universe has a habit of misbehaving when examined too carefully. This image was supposed to confirm expectations. Instead, it quietly challenged them. At first, the anomaly looked like noise, a statistical wrinkle, a smudge where light shouldn't collect. Instruments are imperfect after all. Sensors age. Cosmic rays interfere. Calibration drifts. Every astronomer learns to distrust the first strange result. Skepticism is survival in science. But anomalies have a way of persisting when they are real. They survive corrections. They remain after recalibration. They return in independent observations taken by different instruments in different wavelengths at different times. And this one did. What made it unsettling was not how dramatic it looked, but how subtle it was. A distortion in brightness. A faint structure where models predicted emptiness. A behavior that didn't quite align with gravity alone. The kind of detail you only notice when you are looking closer than ever before. Closer than humanity has ever been allowed to look at this kind of object. Closeness changes everything. From far away, the universe looks smooth and obedient. From nearby, it becomes restless. Light, after all, is a storyteller with limits. It lies by omission. It compresses depth into flatness. It carries history, but not intention. When we say we are seeing something as it is, what we really mean is that we are intercepting ancient photons that survived a long, indifferent journey. They arrive tired, stretched, reddened by expansion. And still, they manage to whisper truths that equations alone cannot predict. This image, taken at unprecedented proximity, carried a whisper that didn't match the script. The object itself has been observed for years, catalogued, modeled, simulated. Its mass estimated, its behavior averaged. It fits neatly into diagrams students memorize and software reproduces. It belongs to a category with rules. And those rules say certain things should not happen nearby. Not in that configuration. Not at that scale. Not with that symmetry. Yet, there it was. A feature too organized to be random. Too persistent to be noise. Too subtle to be dramatic, yet too consistent to ignore. It sat near the object like a quiet contradiction, almost as if the universe had left a footnote where none was expected. Astronomy rarely gives answers in moments. It gives discomfort first, because once something appears that shouldn't, every assumption around it becomes fragile. The mass estimates become provisional. The models become conditional. The simulations begin to fork into competing possibilities. One explanation requires revising how matter behaves under extreme conditions. Another demands rethinking how energy flows through curved space-time. Another quietly hints that something unseen is shaping what we observe. None of these options are comfortable. There is a particular unease that comes when the universe refuses to choose between explanations, when data points pull in different directions, when elegance breaks. Physicists have a wordless intuition for these moments, a sense that reality is drifting slightly out of alignment with the map we use to navigate it. And that feeling has appeared before. It appeared when stars refused to move as expected, giving birth to the idea of dark matter. It appeared when the universe's expansion began to accelerate, forcing the invention of dark energy. It appeared when neutrinos broke conservation rules, when time dilation showed up in airplane clocks, when quantum particles ignored locality. Each time, the discomfort preceded a shift in understanding. This image carries that same quiet pressure. What makes it more unsettling is how close it is. Not close in human terms, but close in astronomical ones. Close enough that details resolve. Close enough that structure matters. Close enough that excuses run out. Distance has always been a buffer between mystery and accountability. When something strange is far away, we blame resolution. When it is closer, we must confront it. The closer we look, the more the universe seems to resist simplification. There is a temptation to treat space as a backdrop, a cold stage on which matter performs predictable roles. But moments like this remind us that space is active. It bends, stores energy, transmits influence, and sometimes behaves like a participant rather than a void. What appears near this object does not sit passively. It interacts, it shapes, it responds. And that raises an uncomfortable question. How many other empty regions are only empty because we haven't looked closely enough? Human perception evolved to survive on a warm rock, orbiting an ordinary star. Our intuitions were never designed for relativistic gravity, quantum uncertainty, or cosmic timescales. Yet we insist on projecting those intuitions outward, expecting the universe to make sense on our terms. Every anomaly is a reminder that this expectation may be backward. The universe does not owe us coherence. The image, in its stillness, feels almost confrontational. Not dramatic, not violent, just quietly defiant. A suggestion that something in our understanding is incomplete, that beneath the equations we trust, there are layers still unspoken. And once you notice that possibility, it becomes difficult to unsee. Because the strange thing near this object does not announce itself. It doesn't glow brightly or scream for attention. It simply exists, persistently, patiently, waiting for interpretation. Like a sentence written in a language we almost understand. Astronomy often advances not through discoveries that shout, but through discrepancies that refuse to go away. This is one of those moments. A small irregularity with large implications. A detail that refuses to sit still inside our models. A quiet tension between expectation and observation. And the closer we move toward it, the more that tension deepens, pulling thought inward, toward questions we rarely ask aloud. About how much of reality we truly perceive. About how many assumptions sit invisibly beneath our certainty. About whether the universe is stranger not in its extremes, but in its details. Because sometimes the most unsettling revelations are not found at the edge of the observable cosmos, but right beside the things we thought we already understood. The deeper the analysis goes, the quieter the questions become. Not because they are answered, but because they grow heavier. There is a weight to realizing that proximity does not always bring clarity. Sometimes it does the opposite. Sometimes getting closer exposes contradictions that distance mercifully hid. It does not announce a new law. It does not break the universe open. It simply sits at the edge of explanation, quietly forcing scientists to add caveats, to widen error bars, to speak more carefully. And in that careful language, you can hear hesitation. You can hear curiosity trying not to overreach. Because history has taught caution. Many past anomalies dissolved under better data. Others rewrote textbooks. At the moment of discovery, they looked identical. The universe does not label which mysteries are temporary and which are foundational. There is something deeply human about this moment, about staring at an image and feeling both empowered and small. Empowered because our instruments can now touch regions once lost to abstraction. Small because even at our best, we remain interpreters of shadows. The strange feature near this object does not threaten our understanding. It humbles it. It reminds us that knowledge is not a wall we finish building, but a shoreline that keeps extending as the tide pulls back. Every time we think we've mapped the coast, the ocean reveals another curve. The universe has always spoken in gradients, not declarations, in faint signals, in marginal deviations, in whispers buried inside noise. Listening requires patience and humility. Long after the image fades from memory, what lingers is not the shape itself, but the feeling it leaves behind. The sense that reality is slightly more layered than we thought, slightly less obedient, slightly more alive with possibility. Out there, near an object we believed we understood, something remains unresolved. Not dramatic, not loud, just quietly present. A reminder that even now, even here, the universe is still capable of surprising us. And perhaps that is the most unsettling, beautiful truth of all. That no matter how close we get, the cosmos always keeps a little distance. Not to hide from us, but to invite us to keep looking, to keep questioning, and to remain, always, on the edge of knowing.